Solar-powered garden lamps were a great idea that just haven't worked very well. Let me show you how to turn them into something really useful. Prices are so cheap now that I found this set of 4 on sale for $10, but you can easily find them at garage sales or may even have some old ones lying around. The only other things you'll need are some wire and a female USB connector. I used an old floppy drive cable and a throwaway internal USB connector. Grab a plastic baseball card sleeve and you're all set to make your own solar-powered USB charger and power supply that works incredibly well. Taking apart the units is relatively easy, but in this case I had to do a little extra work to get to the solar cell. Normally they'll pop right out, but occasionally you'll find some attached with a weak adhesive. The cells are coated in plastic and are very durable. Testing with a voltmeter shows an output of 2 1/4 to 2.5 volts. We'll wire 2 together to give us a 4.5 to 5 volt output, and then wire another set of 2 in parallel to give us the necessary amperage. If you don't understand what all this means, don't worry about it. Just follow the instructions. I liked the idea of using a floppy drive cable because the wires are designed to be flexible. Peel 2 off and separate the ends. Make several sets of these wires. This is how you'll want to solder together your 4 units. Positive to positive, negative to negative, a bridge on one set from negative to positive, another bridge which we'll add later, a black wire to the negative post, and a red wire to the positive post. This configuration, illuminated with a 40-watt bulb, will show us our target voltage of between 4.5 and 5 volts. Next I removed the USB connector from the plate and then snipped off the 2 extra wires, leaving us with a positive and negative wire in the USB cable. I then soldered these wires to the black and red wire of the solar unit. A plastic sports card sleeve is ideal for holding the solar cells firmly in place, but I needed to cut a couple of flaps in 2 of the pockets in order to accommodate the wiring. I slid the first 2 cells into the lower pockets, and then slid the second 2 cells under the flaps. Then I secured each of the flaps using clear tape. Next, I trimmed off the excess plastic. This gave me a very flexible unit that could easily be folded and placed into a shirt pocket, a backpack, or a glove box of a car. The final step was to cut away small sections of plastic and solder the final bridge into place, and use some colored electrical tape to make it look nice. The unit was finished and ready for testing. I tested the unit indoors using a 40-watt bulb. I tried it on my cell phone, and within no time it was charging. Next, I tried it out on my MP3 player. I normally have to charge this with the USB port in my computer. Sure enough, it powered up. Not only could I charge it up, I could actually play it using nothing but the power generated by the solar panel. The final test was to take it outside. Here's my cell phone. The battery's completely dead. It shuts off by itself. I plugged it into the solar array, and after just a few seconds, the charge light came on. Not only was there enough power to charge it, I also had enough power to actually turn the phone on and use it. So now I have a portable, powerful, flexible solar power unit I can use with just about anything that requires a USB port for charging.